GJ. Today, we're going to do a story called Harry Fairy. Isn't it funny? A fairy touches Harry? That's nonsense. So let's start the story. There's the green words, the red words, and the challenge words. Harry Fairy. Let's do the vocabulary check. Frilly, ruffled, and lacy. Fairy dust. Magic powder. Nips. Moves quickly. Like this. Got the sack. Lost your job. Tinsel. Sparkly streamers. In an odd way, strangely. Despair, no ideas, no hope. So let's start the story. Harry Fairy. I'm a fairy. I am honest. I've got all the right things. I've got a pink frilly dress, a pair of sparkly boots, a sack of fairy dust, a pair of gold wings, and a magic wand to whisk in the air. It's just so unfair. Well, you can have a hairy dog, or a hairy horse, or a hairy gorilla. But Harry Fairy, I don't think so. Or I didn't think so until the Fairy Queen sent me to. Let's begin at the beginning. I started off as a tooth fairy. You know, when a child has lost a tooth, he puts it under his pillow at night. The tooth fairy creeps upstairs, nips into his bedroom and swaps the tooth for money. It was a good job, but the Fairy Queen said I might frighten the children, so I got the sack. I was a Christmas tree fairy next. I was sent to live with Mr. and Mrs. Blair. They got a big Christmas tree. They put tinsel and glass balls on the branches. They put fairy lights on too, and they stuck me on the top. But Mrs. Blair said that Harry Fairy looked all wrong. So it was the end of that. Then the Fairy Queen sent me to the hairdresser. He looked at me in an odd way. Hadn't he seen the Harry Fairy before? But he started to snip. Snip, 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 snip. I sat on that hairdresser's chair all day. There was hair on the floor, hair in my lap, hair on the chair. You see in this picture? There's hair on the floor, hair on the lap, and in the chair. Just like she said. Things went all right for a week. But then the hair started to grow back, thicker than before. The Fairy Queen was in despair. She didn't know what to do with me. Then she had a postcard from Father Christmas. He lives in far north, as you know. And he couldn't get any fairies to help him with the presents. And most of them can't stand to snow in the frost. But that's not a problem for a Harry Fairy. We Harry Fairies don't feel the cold at all. I spend my day... Wait. Before I continue the story, you know why Harry Fairies cannot die in the cold? Because their hair protects the body from the cold. I spend my days wrapping presents, and FSC pays me very well for it. In fact, I'm almost a millionaire. Not bad for a hairy fairy. You see, here she's wrapping presents, and Father Christmas is smiling at her. Let's just do the questions to read and answer. The fairy had a red spotted dress, a short black dress, or a pink frilly dress. Comments below in the description. Okay, everyone? And bye. See you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And the next story is King of the Birds.